I'm starting to feel like a real couch potato, I said to Fred while chugging down my second 2-liter bottle of soda.
Yeah.
He didn't say much these days. He was going through a serious heartbreak. He'd been crushing on this girl called Haley since we started studying at this college. After the end of our first year, he'd finally gathered enough courage to ask her out, and do you know what she said? She laughed in his face and walked away. He was heartbroken. Cheer up, man. At least it's summer and we get to take a break. Before I continue my story, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to miss out on any cool stories, make sure you hit that notification bell too. Thanks. The truth was that Fred and I were both unattractive and unpopular, and somehow we ended up as roommates. We didn't have much money either, so we couldn't go to clubs or do any of the things the cool popular guys were doing. It sucked. But we went home that summer and Fred came back as a new person. I was alone in our room unpacking when he opened the door with a huge smile on his face.
I'm so happy to be back.
I looked at him and was shocked. He'd started working out and his clothes were trendy too. What happened to you? Did you get a makeover? I laughed.
No, I got this great business idea I want to talk to you about though.
Okay, what's up? We stayed up all night. He started off by telling me about all the rich men who had dropped out of college to work on their dreams and how they have billions of dollars today. He explained his business idea, which I can't reveal in this video, and he convinced me that if we became a team, we could be just as rich in no time too. Does that mean we'll have to drop out of college? I knew my mom would kill me. She'd made a lot of sacrifices to be able to pay for my education. Her job didn't pay much, and she still had my little brother to take care of. My dad was not in the picture.
You know, after we start making lots of money, it won't even matter to her that you didn't finish school. You'd be way richer than if you'd forced yourself through 4 years of this torture only to get some measly job in an office. Anyway, we don't have to drop out yet. Let's just see how this goes first. Then we'll make a decision.
I decided to sleep on it, and that night I had a dream that I was in one of the most expensive yachts in the world, surrounded by beautiful women and catered to by servants who worshipped me. I woke up knowing that I'd never be able to accomplish this with my college degree. I'm in, I told Fred as soon as he woke up.
I knew you'd come around, Danny.
We got to work that same day. We started in our room setting up our business online. We got some of our other friends to join and we spent most of our time working on launching and marketing our idea. I was still able to go to 1 or 2 classes, but I really couldn't keep up. The weeks rolled by and things were going really slowly. Things really hadn't picked up as they should have.
We need money. We need an investor or something, or this just isn't going to work. But I have another idea.
What is it?
Don't worry.
The next day, he left the room before I woke up and came back when I was about to go to sleep for the night. Where have you been?
Don't worry about that. I got the money though. $200,000.
How did you?
Don't worry about that.
This was enough money to help us promote and market our business. Things really began to kick off, and before we knew it, we were making tons of money a day. We both decided that we'd drop out of college, leave our dorm, and move into a luxury apartment. I didn't let my mom know anything though. Whenever she called to ask how my classes were going, I always made up stories about difficult tests and silly professions. She believed everything. Our new apartment was awesome. We lived on the 20th floor of a high-rise apartment and the view was magnificent. It was a modern apartment with every possible thing you could wish to have in your home. Although it was just me and Fred, we had 8 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. We realized that it would be too much work to clean the place while maintaining our business, so we hired someone to help.
Man, I never expected this to happen so quickly. Now we can finally do all the things we could never do before. I told you this would all work out.
We started having a splendid time. We bought all the coolest designer outfits and spent enough on ourselves for people to look at us. And no, we had lots of money. We worked all day but spent our nights at nightclubs, impressing the most beautiful women we had ever seen. Every night, we'd bring a different woman back to our apartment to hang out. We even hosted our own parties sometimes. We were living. Fred was having the time of his life, and I'd often remind him about how heartbroken he was when Haley didn't want anything to do with him.
Do you know she's sending me messages every day now begging to hang out?
Yes, the tables had turned. I was really enjoying this life of entertaining different girls until I met the love of my life in a really strange way. I was strolling through the supermarket looking for my favorite type of soy milk when I bumped into someone by accident. Sorry, I said without looking up.
Sorry? Jerk?
The most beautiful voice I'd ever heard replied. I looked at her and she had the face to match. Wow, I'm really sorry. Has anyone ever told you that you're really beautiful?
Thanks.
She blushed. Can I take you out to dinner tonight? Yes, my newfound riches had made me very confident. I always asked for what I wanted immediately.
Sure. My name's Diane, by the way. What's yours?
She asked, her eyes twinkling and hypnotizing me. I'm Danny.